Hi guys, you are listening to the CattleStrength podcast. If you enjoy this show, don't forget to give it a share. Hello everybody, Croeso I CattleStrength podcast episode 14. Come on!
1-4 Matthew PJ.
1-4. Now before we start guys, if anyone is willing to help us share the show and grow the show by giving us a like, a share, a comment, share it with your friends if you like it, that is. Put a thumbs up if you like it. We'd really appreciate it. And it will help us get some more epic guests on. Like the guest we've got today.
Yeah.
Okay, Matt.
Yeah.
MPJ. So just for the millions of listeners that we've got listening to the show, MPJ, Matthew Price Jones, the one and only. Tell us a bit about yourself, Matt. What's your name? Where'd you come from?
Wow.
ASL, that's what you used to say back in the day.
ASL.
Age, sex, location. You used to say that on MSN Messenger.
Have you ever said that to a girl?
No.
Haven't you?
As in my age and then sex preference or my sex?
Your sex.
No, like
although we would like to know your sexual preference as well.
ASL, BRB, be right back.
BRB.
Oh dear.
What else?
WUT, what are you up to?
What are you up to? Yeah. What else is there?
TTYL, talk to you later.
Yeah, that's a good one. There's new ones now that I don't understand what they mean.
No, because they're, I'm not down with the kids anymore.
You guys are older than me, so I don't know these ones.
TBF took me ages, to be fair.
To be fair, yeah.
It could be to be fact.
Could be. Easily mistaken.
That's controversial. Anyway, Matt PJ, age, sex, location.
My name is Matthew, 29. I'm male, obviously. And, I'm from West Wales, Ceredigion. Local area, and yeah, that's it. I don't know.
That's it.
That's it.
Simple.
That's it. Simple.
40-minute podcast. This is Matt.
Shall I explain how we've come to Matt being on here?
Yeah, please.
So I've known Matt since, maybe you were definitely primary school.
Primary school, yeah.
But I used to train CrossFit with Matt
back in the
10, 12 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, when we were like 17.
And then his mum was one of my teachers.
Aww.
And sister, one of my good friends over the years.
Yeah.
And then Matt's just kind of joined, isn't he? But not only joined as a member, he just hangs out every day.
Live in the gym.
Turns up to train. Doesn't train for 2 hours because he eats and drinks coffee and then chats. Shows people around the gym, new members, doesn't he?
You showed someone yesterday.
Yeah. Tells people where this is, where that is, how much this is. I'm sure you've taken card payments as well,
I have. I've taken card payments when people aren't here. And
then, he's just... You've part of the furniture now, Matt.
Yeah,
You should be on the payroll.
No.
I would refer to Matt as the chief operational manager of the gym.
Free of charge.
Free of charge.
Internship.
No, we do love having you here, Matt.
Yeah.
We love training with you.
My mum the other day came into a beginner class and she just came up to me. Matt was sitting in his usual seat and she went, Rhys, who's that guy saying there? He's always here. I go, Matt? Yeah, who is he? My mum thought you worked for the council or something.
No. Just
So the reason why Matt is hanging around is not because he's bored. He's on his off season. So you're a mountaineer, aren't you?
Yeah, off season. I work predominantly up in North Wales, Scotland, all over really. Just teaching freelance outdoor instruction, mountaineering, climbing,
class.
canyoning, coasteering.
So
things
how
like that.
did you get into it?
Funny enough, the lady that came in the other day who owns Nature Space in Kilkenny. When I was 18, I got a job.
She's in tonight, she is.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Her name is Alison.
Alison.
Yeah.
Giles.
Giles, yeah, Morris.
Shout out if you listen,
Alison.
Giles Nature Base.
Yeah.
Leave us a review.
I got a job with them at 18, working with youngsters and
chief operational manager,
and just providing sort of outdoor mini adventures for youngsters, and then really enjoyed that and sparked my interest in working with people. And then I went on from there to North Wales to work an outdoor centre up there.
Class.
That's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to have someone take you around the mountain, you'd be a safe bet, wouldn't you, Matt?
100%.
You had to hesitate there.
100%. Yeah, it's a cool job, isn't it?
Yeah. So you're going to be going off soon?
Yeah, back to North Wales in March for full season of work.
We're going to feel like we've lost a limb.
Working.
I don't know how I'm going to manage that, Matt.
Yeah, I'll be back in the summer for a week.
You have to actually get a member of staff.
I know. Who's going to show people around the gym? And bring croissants in.
Last week, shout out, Matt, well done. Bought us in some Watson and Pratt. Watson and Pratt's getting some good plugs today.
I know, they're doing well off us now.
Yeah, so Watson and Pratt croissants you bought in, didn't you?
Pain au chocolats, croissants.
Oh, I had an almond croissant.
Yeah, that's the best one, that is.
But you know Jamie, that works Watson and Pratt.
Shout
out Jamie. And Paul. His name's Paul, not Paul. Paul. I said to her, she said, "Oh, have you tried it in the oven, the almond one?" I said, "No, we haven't got one here." She said, "Oh, put it in an oven." I said, "We've only got a microwave," and she like winced. She was like, "Oh, don't put it in a microwave.
No?
Put it in an oven to warm it up." She said, "It's lovely."
Ooh, goes crispy rather than soggy.
Yeah, and then you've got that nice gooey middle, you know.
I put a burrito in the oven last night. Fucking thing, smoke. It was like literally smoking, fire.
What, the west coastline?
Yeah.
Did you put it on fan oven or did you put it on grill?
No, the microwave. Sorry, not the oven.
So do you know what my tip for the coastline ones are? Shout out coastline if you're listening. Is at home I've got the tandoori one, got 4 for the fam. I put them in the microwave as per instructed. I do 30 seconds less. Put it in the air fryer then. And
that's way too much faff. Like,
nah, it was
you've got too much time in your hands, you do.
It was a Friday night.
Nah, like the air fryer with us.
That's how rock and roll I am now.
Only comes out if it's a special occasion. Like, you don't use the air fryer. Like, it's such a faff to clean.
I'd rather clean that than an oven.
Nah. You know, people are swearing these air fryers are like a convenience thing. They're not. They're so inconvenient.
They are. Dave agrees they're convenience.
It's such a big, like, fucking monster thing to get out the cupboard, stuff.
Oh, I leave mine out.
Do you?
Pride and place, middle of the
Oh,
kitchen. Here I am.
Corner of the kitchen.
Yeah. Corner of the kitchen.
Corner of the kitchen desk.
Lives by my toaster and my microwave.
Like, it's not the most, like, aesthetic looking thing to have in the kitchen.
Oh, mine's black. It matches my kitchen.
Does it?
Like my soul.
You got black kitchen here?
Black worktops, black floor. Yeah.
That's what we got. Black
and like
worktop,
purple back tiles.
Oh, I'm into my, like, shaker style kitchen, you know, like...
Shaker?
Yeah.
What's that?
Like a country kitchen.
Shaker? What does that mean?
Shaker.
Wood effect?
Yeah, like a wood effect kitchen, you know, like a farmhouse kitchen vibe.
Oh, yeah.
You can get a black worktop in a farmhouse kitchen, let me tell you.
No.
If it doesn't show up the dirt.
Fact. Quartz is good, mind.
But I tell you what, it's annoying when you spill protein powder on that black worktop. Oof. Anyway, that was a conversation stopper.
I'm just trying to work out why.
Why what?
Why is it a problem?
Because if it was what, it just shows everything then. Yeah. Anyway, this is shit chat. Let's go back to Matthew's wonderful mountaineering. So you're going to North Wales when?
Going to North Wales probably in March to start work. And then I'll be back and forth because I'll be coming back to do Harry's hike, which I'm super excited for.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop, yeah. Really excited for that, actually. 100 kilometres, around 60 miles, I'm guessing. I don't know the...
Easy peasy.
Easy for Matt.
It should be all right. Just a bit of a mental game for everybody rather than physical, I guess.
So I'm still waiting for you to work out as what part of it I can do on horseback. Ooh, that's my plan.
If the tide's out, you should be able to do New Key Bach, New Key Beach.
I'm trying to get whoever is actually horsey that comes to CattleStrength or whoever is horsey that comes here.
I'll take a horse up.
Do a bit of it, Tiger. Tiger.
Yeah, give me a horse, I'll ride him.
To do a bit of it, I think it would be pretty class if there was a bit of a...
It would be cool, yeah.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You got some media coverage going on, have you?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Sky
it would just be
Sports
quite
coming
cool.
up.
You could probably link Aberystwyth onto New Key as well on horseback.
Yeah, well, we're going to investigate it, Matt.
What's stopping you doing it all on
you.
Horseback then?
Because you're leaving at 2 a.m. in the morning. I'm not riding the dad.
Head touch? Can you put a head touch in a horse?
It would be a bit risky, I think.
The horse is getting spooked.
Yeah.
Noises, things like that.
Yeah.
Matt's mum's horse, you see. He's been brought up with horses.
Yeah, get spooked quite easy, so night time will be interesting.
Yeah.
I'm well into horses now. I'm watching Yellowstone, finished that, and I went over to the 1983, all them. Do you know what I'm watching now? American, what's it called? American, Primeval. Thanks, Jamie. American Primeval. Such a good program.
So it's like me when I try to say familiarity.
Said
it, Dave.
Is it linked in with Yellowstone?
No.
Or is it something separate?
Holy shit.
About Cathills?
Yeah, there's Indians in it, cowboys and Indians. It's so good. Have you watched it? No.
I've watched Yellowstone. Yellowstone, I love Yellowstone.
Yeah.
Netflix. Dave, have you watched it?
No.
Oh,
What's
so
it called?
good.
Might say the name?
American what?
Primeval.
How does he know the name and you don't?
Jamie
You're
knows
watching
everything.
it.
Saw Netflix. I haven't seen it.
Are you saying
Oh,
Prime
guys.
Evil?
Primeval.
Primeval.
Guys, trust me.
Prem as in premature and evil as in bad man.
PRIM.
It's...
Oh, primeval.
Primeval.
That's what I said.
Primeval.
It's so good. Anyway, guys, take this. This is a serious topic. This is a good program. It's the best program out.
Okay.
Anyway, Matt, what's the highest mountain you've climbed?
Change. Actually, highest mountain I've climbed without sort of, I guess chairlifts or walking would be
Cable cars.
Cable car would probably be in the Italian Dolomites, like over a 3,000 meter peak. It was.
What's Snowdon out of interest?
Roiddfa Snowdon would be 1,085 meters.
All right, so 2 Snowdons.
Three.
3 Snowdons.
Yeah, well, I guess in the Dolomites you're not starting at 0. You're starting at a high mountain pass, and then you could do maybe a bit of via ferrata, so the old cable lines.
Via ferrata?
Yeah, it's basically old cable lines from World War times, how they got around the mountains, and they would clip on them, and then you get to a rock climb, and then you'd rock climb to the summit, and then walk off or abseil off, and then walk off the mountain back down to.
Wow.
So what's
base.
the air like up there?
I think altitude. People say you feel altitude kick in around 2,300 meters. Say, don't quote me on that, but around that mark. After that, people say you start to feel it. When I was in the Dolomites, I didn't really feel it.
No.
I guess I've kept myself quite fit throughout my life. So when you're going into
Shout
things
out
like that,
CattleStrength.
yeah, shout out to CattleStrength. Shout out to CattleStrength for keeping me fit for all my adventures. Basically, my strength sponsorship is CattleStrength.
Yeah.
It's true.
Was that a request?
No, it wasn't a request. I'm just saying Rhys is really good to me. And
So how does it feel having the strongest fingers in the gym?
For those of you that don't know, Matt comes in the gym and he brings this bag with him, and I can only explain it like a bag of toys.
Bag of toys, yeah.
Matt's got a bag of toys that he brings with him to the gym, and he uses them to train his finger strength.
Yeah.
So you've got like a wooden long thing where you just get your claws into, and then he puts it on the pull-up bar and just hangs like a little bat.
Pretty much, it's just a hangboard to strengthen your fingers, because there's no. Don't quote me on this. I'm not a doctor, but there's no real muscles in your hands. It's all tendons. So strengthening your tendons over time, you hang off a sort of edges, and the edge you start with a really big edge, and then you progressively go smaller and smaller the stronger your hands get, and then pinch grip as well, pinching weights, lifting them, which helps a lot for climbing.
I like to do that so when I've got one-to-ones up this end of the gym,
Yeah.
and I go down to get green plates,
Yeah.
Oh
and I
yeah.
always carry one in each hand.
Yeah.
It's good for that, isn't it?
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Pinch grip and forearm
Yeah.
strength is not just good for climbing; it's good for everything else as well, day-to-day lives.
And then you also gifted us with the acupuncture thing. I forgot to bring it in, actually. I use it on the desk quite often. So it's a little tool to get your blood going, isn't it?
Yeah, it's I think it's acupressure.
Is it?
So
Yeah. Not acupuncture, acupressure.
Yeah, pressure. It puts pressure on your finger, moves the blood up and down, which sort of warms the blood and loosens your fingers up, so they're kind of warmed up, ready to go. Ready to go for your climbing or your pinch grip testing, or it's when you're doing it, I wouldn't stare somebody in the eye and
I do
that movement.
I do it frequently.
It can come across a bit odd.
So over these years of training, one thing we've worked out with Matt is he's probably got the best and strongest fingers in the gym.
Yeah.
Very well developed finger strength, Matt's got.
Well done,
Which
Matthew.
can be very handy, kind of that.
Yeah.
When
For
you're up that mountain,
yeah. When you're climbing mountains, it's really good for that.
Matt's got very, very good fingers.
So talk to us about your love life, Matt.
My love life, my love life is
How'd you go from fingers to love life?
my love life is non-existent. Just focusing on myself, and sounds very cliche.
Whoop, whoop.
So shout out to all the single ladies there.
Focused on my professional development, and traveling and climbing and enjoying life. It's non-existent.
Let me tell you, that Tinder profile is going to be through the roof after this podcast.
Yeah. No, I'll openly admit I did have Tinder, but I got rid of it because
It's a terrible app.
It's awful.
It is terrible.
It's not for me. Not that I judge people on it. It's just not for me.
When years ago when it first came out, I remember the boys were on it, and it was like a competition to see how many matches you can get, like a game in it. You never even soaked at it. We just swipe just to see how many yeses you get. You swipe everyone.
I mean, it was quite an adrenaline rush from there. You're like, oh, this guy looks really hot. I'm match. You're like, and
Yeah.
then now you look back and think, what a loser.
And then it was like someone you don't want to see comes up, like your sister or something like that.
Oh.
It's an external dopamine boost, isn't it, when you get a match? And it's just like...
Yeah.
Is Tinder still going, yeah?
Still going. Not that I know, but I've heard stories. It's you got... What's the other ones? Bumble.
Yeah, Bumble. See, that
Hinge.
gave the girl a bit of the control, you see. Because the girl had to,
Why?
yeah.
Yeah, the girl has to open the message.
The girl has to...
Or message first?
Yeah, I can't really remember
Yeah.
it. And then my brother met his now wife on Hinge.
Ah.
Good on him.
Yeah.
I'm very naive to it all. I don't know much about him.
I remember one of Mike's friends really threw me under the bus not long after we got together. So, unless you actually go on Tinder and delete the profile, if you just delete the app, you're still on there.
Yeah.
And one of Mike's mates obviously saw me on there, but I wasn't on there, as in actively on there. It was just still there. Sent a screenshot to Mike. I was like, oh, by the way, a bird's on. I was like, you arsehole. Shout out, Paddy Crowley. Throw you right under the bus.
You just deleted the app and it was still there.
Yeah.
Just
So then I
inactive.
had to then re-download Tinder to then you have to go on and like delete account. So that's just
okay.
that's just the warning for anyone that was on it.
Oh, I didn't know that. I guess I'll have to download it.
So you're probably still on it.
Yeah.
Right.
So
What,
if anybody seeing this and I've replied, you know.
What advice could you give anyone, Matt, who plans on joining in into Harry's hike, on what can they do to prepare, and on the day what should they wear, etc.?
Okay. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a hike. It's going to be a distance and mental game thing. But if you're already coming to CattleStrength, just make sure you are pushing yourself, going to the CrossFit classes. You're not just doing strength training. You're jumping in on the classes and you're getting your endurance up. And you actually, with classes and that kind of thing, we don't talk enough about. It actually makes your mental resilience better. Because you're grinding through a workout and you've got to finish it on a time cap or, your friendly competition with friends. So turn up to the classes, get them done, go out for, general walks, hikes, do segments of the coastal path. That'll help you out a lot. In terms of clothing, just make sure you've got a little backpack with, your own waterproof bottoms, tops, warm layers. It could be a sunny day, but we're on the coast. UK's winds are normally southwesterly, so we're going to be exposed. So
Weatherman as well. Well done, man.
So yeah, bring a extra fleece, extra pair of socks. You can change them if you get wet feet. We're quite fortunate. We're going to be stopping in town, so you can get a coffee now as you pass through. Get a nice coffee as you pass through. Bring your own flask if you want to, but we're going to be stopping in town. So
Yes.
Where should we stop for coffee?
ooh.
It's a good question.
Well, you can stop everywhere. You can stop in Aberero and stop in,
Yeah, but in town,
Newquay.
like if you were to go get coffee, where would you go?
Oh, I'm going to shout out Watson and Pratt. They do make a good coffee.
In Aberystwyth?
No, in Aberero.
Yeah, in Aberystwyth. But
Oh, in
in
Aberystwyth.
in
Oh,
Aberystwyth.
we've only just started the hike. We don't need a coffee then, do we?
Oh.
Excuse me. mate.
This is actually talking to you now.
Well, we're starting at early hours of the morning, so
I'll be 5 coffees deep by then.
I'm not sure. We'll have to suss something out on the waterfront.
Yeah, see, Aber's not just... It's not the one for coffee, because it's all commercial, like, chains, isn't it, in
Yeah.
Aber? There's...
Little Devils.
Yeah, I've never actually been there, and I always think breakfast would be good there. And
I
it
don't
does...
think I'd not best for the coffee, but for the food.
No.
Dad, you'd know.
Yeah.
On the bottom, isn't it?
Oh, the
yeah.
hat.
Hashtag BAM Day.
Hashtag BAM Day, if you're listening. He probably hasn't listened to any since his own.
Diet sponsor. BAM is the sponsor of the wolf, probably.
Yeah. So do you prefer Matt or Matthew or Math? Because you're normally Math with your sister, aren't you?
Oh, my mum and my sister are the only people that call me Math.
No, I call you Math.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
yourself. I think.
Math, not Matt.
Yeah,
Math.
everybody else calls me Matt or Matthew.
Yeah.
Huh?
Or fingers.
Oh, fingers.
Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say to that.
What is your middle name? Please say Phil.
Yeah, please say
No,
no.
just not Phil. No, just
What
it's
is
Jonathan.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. But I don't use it. It's just
No.
Matthew. Matthew
Fair
P.
enough.
Most people call me Matthew PJ or
Yeah.
MPJ.
Yeah,
So-
not MJPJ.
No,
That'd be
no, this sounds weird. It's just
MJPJ. Yeah,
Matt
no,
PJ.
Matt, yeah.
That's what people call me, really.
Yeah.
Um,
So, any plans to go back to New Zealand? Because obviously you were there as well.
yeah, no, I've got a good amount of friends out there. I'd probably go back in the future, not anytime soon.
No.
No, I'd like to go to Canada, maybe next year look at getting a visa. The whole process, you got to put your basically name in a hat and it gets picked out.
Is that how they do it there?
Yeah. They put their name in a hat and then you've got to be sort of picked out and then get the visa. There's lots of places I like to go: Canada, Norway, Japan.
Japan! I'll come there with you, just so I can eat all the food. And I'll come back like a sumo wrestler. Japanese food, favorite food in the whole
I
world.
love Japanese food.
As a mountaineer,
Yeah.
any aspirations to climb Everest?
Not really.
Why?
Everest, it's just
so generic, isn't it?
Like the people that watch this maybe go, oh, why not? I think it's just a bragging right. It's the tallest mountain. If someone gave me $100,000 and said, oh, you can climb this, and off you go, you would, wouldn't you? But I'm not going to just save up $100,000 because it's quite expensive to climb.
It costs that much?
Don't quote me on the $100,000, but it is a lot of money.
Well, you can just do
I'm sure Dave can Google it for us.
I googled it a while ago.
Yeah.
It's about 40k.
40, yeah, 40.
What,
but
40
for
equipment then, or?
Well, it's that 40 might be the minimum because you have to, Sherpas.
What's a Sherpa?
So a Sherpa is one of the local community that'll carry all the heavy equipment in for you, and they get paid next to nothing, but you'd want to pay them a decent amount.
Well, 40 grand.
Not 40 grand, but the 40 grand's in.
Let me not do that job.
Might want to go to bed for that.
No. But say 40 to say 100 grand, roughly in between. What have you got there, Dave?
$45,000 to $60,000.
Is it?
Yeah. Okay. So
dollars. Right,
there we go. That's American dollars. Yeah. So you're paying for, I guess, food, the guides, the Sherpas, the permits. You have to have permits to go onto the mountain. It's roughly like a 7-day hike into the base camp. It's a big process. Like my personal objectives are more technical mountains, which may be smaller.
What about Kilimanjaro? It's the only other mountain I know.
Kilimanjaro is it's the largest freestanding mountain.
Would you do that one?
Yeah, it's a nice hike up. I've got a lot of friends that have done it. It's just a long hike up the mountain. But I'd like to climb the Eiger or the Matterhorn.
So where are they?
You got Switzerland.
Okay.
More technical, more actual. Maybe certain times of the year you'd use ice axes, these big sort of picks that hit into the ice. You climb it that way, or you rock climb up.
So you're more into that kind of thing than just walking up there?
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I love walking. I love hiking. Anything that gets people outdoors. But for myself, I like the technical
using the
climbing.
fingers.
Using training the hands and the fingers of climbing.
Yeah.
You haven't been training those fingers for years for nothing.
Yeah. So
have you ever done any free solo climbing? I watched a documentary about this the other day.
Yeah, when everybody hears the word free solo, they think of that documentary, Alex Honnold.
What's free?
So free solo is when you're climbing rock faces without ropes, without safety, and
so if you fall, you're dead.
Yeah. If you fall, you're gone.
Brown bread.
So that's basically just people are adrenaline junkies.
Not quite. Not quite adrenaline junkies. So Alex Honnold is probably. There are many people that have free solo to a high standard like he has, but he's the only one sort of in his own league. Really,
he's cool. He is.
Yeah, there's another chap called Dean Potter he's passed away, but he didn't actually die free soloing. He died base jumping, wingsuiting.
Oh yeah, I've seen them when they're like.
Yeah, so I think he died doing that, but
like a bat.
Yeah. These guys were in their own league, really. I have done it, but not to the extent of that, nowhere near to the extent of that, or what you see them guys do. Normally I do it like 5 grades easier.
God, sounds risky, doesn't it?
It is risky. It's you're mitigating the hazards and you're calling your own shots, but normally people do it way, way below their top grade that they can climb.
Alex Honnold, when he did it, he didn't even tell anyone he was going to do it. The media just like caught onto it last minute. They were like, "Oh shit, he's going up!" So they like ran after him, and he's like already started the climb. Like he didn't even do it for attention. He just did it for the
just
crowd.
like climbing.
Yeah, I think as we say, because if he knows there's everybody watching, it's going to be on your mind and play with you.
Pressure as well.
Yeah,
isn't it?
It's like when you're going for a PB clean and jerk. You PB'd and then you want to try a new PB and the camera's on you. You don't get it.
Yeah.
But then you get it when the camera's not looking.
Yeah.
So it's so your mind is clear. Yeah. Your mind is clear and you're all good.
Yeah.
We need to go climbing one day.
Do we?
Yeah, this summer.
I'll come and bring the snacks and the coffee. I'm not into climbing. I'm very injury prone.
You do very easy climbing, scrambling.
No. Thank you, though. Thanks.
Where's the nearest climbing area around here?
Climbing it for us in West Wales, you do have Pembrokeshire, which has got a lot of sea cliff climbing around sort of all the coastline. But then if you go north, you do have Cadair Idris on the north side of Cadair.
Can you climb Cadair, can you?
Yeah, on the other side. So from the north side of Cadair, you go around Dolgellau, and on the north side there's a climb called Cyfrwy Oret, and and there's loads of other little rock climbs on the side. And yeah, it's a climb all the way up, and then you go onto like a ridge, and then you climb up, and then you walk to the summit. It's
sounds dangerous.
Yeah, well, if you go with someone who knows what they're doing,
You're not going to be a danger if Matt PJ takes you.
and people think, because you're on the end of the rope, it's actually safer. If the person knows what they're doing, who's leading, which is taking charge and calling the shots, which if we went, I would do. You're on an end of a rope, bad's going to happen to
Question.
you. Yeah.
So you holding the rope and he's on the rope. You body weight and size comparatively with Rhys is quite vast.
Yeah, so
there's
there's methods that in climbing that you use. So you see people with all these sort of bits of string around them and all these clips called carabiners.
yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, carabiners and slings. There we go. So it's because Rhys, he's way heavier than me. I wouldn't just sort of pull him up with my strength. I would get up and I would assess the rock, see if it's solid, and you'd have sort of these metal pieces called rock climbing nuts, and you have these devices called a cam, and you would build something called a belay in the rock, which is solid. And how good is the belays? Obviously, you experience. You go out and you do a lot, and you build your best ones, and you use slings and you put them together, and then you're attached to that.
So you trust in that thing?
Yeah.
Because you'd need quite a different kind of strength rock to hold me as opposed to Rhys.
No. You always want to find the strongest, best rock, because you're both going to be attached to it.
So how does a belay attach to the rock?
So the word belay is something you create out of the rope and the carabiners and the rock nuts and the cams.
So you twist it in.
So we've got a tapered crack in the rock,
yeah,
and I've hit the rock and it's stable, it's not moving, it's part of the mountain. You've got a tapered rock, and over experience and time and qualifications and learning from peers or people who assess myself, you place the right size into the rock, and you create a focal point, so like a center point. And I clip into that, make myself attached, and then I pull the rope up so it's tight on Rhys, and then
it's just something you wedge.
It's something you wedge, but you'd have multiple pieces in, and you got to remember these ropes that we're playing around with can hold minibuses. These carabiners.
And you don't have a power tool with you.
No. You don't have a
power.
power
That's where your fingers come into play.
No.
I'm just comparing this now. There's a hook on the wall over there, right? That hook is drilled in. There's a plug holding it, and it's been drilled in with a metal screw.
It's not going to hang.
That's
not
not going to be as strong as building a belay. With rock nuts and cams.
But you're just wedging something into
a hole.
Yeah, but it could be a massive boulder that's connected to the mountain, and then you could even put the rope around it, and then you're using certain knots.
But it might not be connected to the mountain.
But that's when you look for specific things.
Sounds petrifying.
I
would not trust that.
Yeah,
I don't even trust a cable car. If I went in a cable car, I'm like, this can fall.
Yeah, some of these rocks are very loose, and that's why you see some belays would be 2 pieces, or they would be 5 pieces, especially on loose rock.
So if I went up with a mountaineer, like
an engineer,
yeah, an engineer of the rock.
Yeah.
So I'm trusting that your belay is up to standard.
Yeah. So when you go out in a climbing, you're building that sort of trust in each other. You've got to trust me and know it's good. But
you'd trust Matt, though, wouldn't you?
Well,
that's what I do for my job and a living. And
it just sounds petrifying to me. I'd be more comfortable if you got a hammer drill out or something.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like just like this.
Get a can go out, weld it or something. I don't know.
But there are things out there. You use the big sort of drywall guns, and you drill in a hole and you use a glue and a bolt and you put it in.
I'd feel more comfortable if you had something like that.
If you had super glue, I'd feel more comfortable.
But if you don't know what you're doing and you place one of them, it can be more dangerous.
Really?
If you don't know what you're doing.
Matt knows what he's doing.
Yeah, no, I trust Matt, but I'm just thinking
I mean, I I would trust Matt to hold me. I wouldn't trust Matt to hold you.
This mountaineering
But they're designed, so the carabiners, you know, the big sort of clips on them, they'll have a digit and it'll say 22 kilonewtons. So kilonewtons, that would be 2,200 kilos.
Fuck.
So that's how much. And they'll have one pulling that way. They'll have different numbers. So most of the big carabiners are 22 to 24 kilonewtons. So that's 2,400 kilos.
Have you ever had a belay fail?
Fully fail, everything ripped out?
Yeah.
No. I'm quite safety cautious and obsessive. I like everything perfect. I geek out about sort of rope systems and belays. Obviously, you sometimes you have the rock type is not nice and it's frail and it cracks, so you're just placing more bits in. And then there's certain methods you can do to make the belay dynamic. And what I mean by dynamic, it'll dynamic. Oh, I've lost my words now. It can take more force. It's more spongy, stretchy.
I'd rather be in the deck, I'll be honest.
You'd rather be what? Sorry,
On the deck.
On the
floor.
Yeah, that's why I'm bringing the snacks. So have you done any bungee jumping?
No, I've never done bungee jumping.
Have you done what's the out the plane?
Skydiving?
Yeah, that.
No, I'd love to do it. I've never done it. I'd love to do it though. It'd be a hell of a thing to do. That and base jumping.
Do you know what appeals to me? When we did the 3 peaks of the day, a year
ago.
walking down Snowdon and people going up on e-bikes. That appeals to me. I wouldn't mind that.
Sorry, I didn't know where you were going with it. People, lovely.
That's a bit of a spin, isn't it? Like, bike, yeah.
There's so lower down around.
What?
I don't know why. You set me off again.
That's what I fancy.
Yeah, certain
Yeah.
times a year
So-
or after certain hours, you're allowed to mountain bike down the
So
mountain.
maybe we should go e-biking up a mountain with you, is what you're trying to
I'll
say.
do that. You can
I'll
climb
have a
that
rucksack.
with your belays.
Yeah. We'll have some e-bikes and I'll have the snacks.
Yeah, a lot of people do use them in Eryri, Snowdonia National Park.
Brilliant thing.
To cycle into rock climbs. And on the side of the mountain there are
yeah.
some rock climbs, so they'll cycle in, so it's easier.
Oh, and
so
then
it's probably
start.
and then start do some climbing.
Yeah. Maybe they were actual climbers.
Oh, maybe.
It's an easy way to get around.
I'm surprised you didn't do a bungee when you were in New Zealand.
I was too busy climbing or sea kayaking with friends.
Oh, sea kayaking. I enjoyed that when I was there.
People are going to hate me for this, doing a proper adventure. Sorry.
Oh.
Ooh.
Well, I'm not allowed to skydive because my shoulders dislocate, and apparently as soon as you get out, you know when they do the parachutes like that, they just dislocate.
Would you do can you do tandem? Or
I don't know because I went to Milton Keynes as well to go to that indoor skydiving. When I got there, the first question: have you suffered a dislocation?
Today,
so
or?
I just put no, and I was like, so how long does it need to be? And they were like, have you ever had one? I'm like, yeah. When was it? I was like, last month. No. If you've ever had one in the indoor, but I think it's because they give you so much force because it's like obviously inside.
Yeah. And
So instead, I went tenpin bowling.
Oh, awesome!
At my street does.
Tenpin bowling's wicked.
I don't get why people put themselves at risk so much. I just don't see the risk to reward ratio.
Calculated.
Why would you want to jump out of a plane?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do it.
Well, you could say that about anything really.
You could. Why would you want to ride a horse?
Yeah, or like skiing.
Well, you compare riding a horse to jumping out of a plane.
I would say there's probably just as much risks.
Yeah, because
There's risks involved in horse riding.
There's risks
for
involved,
people
isn't
like
there?
us, horses are unpredictable. Whereas Katie knows the tells and tales of horses.
Tails and tails.
Pardon the pun.
Nay.
I just no, I think
You've got to remember Rhys thinks that he can break a horse in, but he's got not.
I was going to say, I've never seen, but I know my mum used to break horses in, and like Katie does it as well. Like, I could never do that.
I think I could do it.
Okay.
Honestly.
So it might be a task to set yourself for the year.
What are you doing this weekend, Matt?
This
Riding
weekend,
tiger.
breaking in horses. No. This weekend, what day are we? We are Tuesday.
On that note, sorry, 2 seconds.
Go for it.
I asked Cam yesterday. Shout out to Cam.
Hi Cam, if you're listening, leave us a review.
Big man
If
Cameron.
you're listening, it's a Tuesday in the gym, and it was Monday yesterday.
Oh yeah.
And I went up to Cam yesterday and I said, "Oh, Cams, what are you doing Wednesday?" And he just went, "When's Wednesday?" And then I looked at him. I was like, "What do you mean, when's Wednesday? What day is it Wednesday?" And I was like, Wednesday.
I watched back the that reel of him yesterday, funnily enough, just randomly it come up on my For You page of his sting like a butterfly. Oh my God. It brought back all the memories.
Oh, is that the Muhammad Ali quote?
Yeah.
Sting,
But Rhys asked him, really, what's your favourite quote, Cams? And he just went, ooh.
You just...
Sting like a butterfly. Oh, wow, it was... What's
Is
your favourite quote then?
But hang
Matt?
on, just to go back on that, isn't it float like a butterfly, sting like a bee?
Yeah, but he said it so straight face. He was like, sting like a butterfly. But he actually had no clue that he said it wrong. Rhys was halfway through a drink.
Oh, bless.
Hey, what's your favourite quote?
Favourite quote? Oh, I don't have favourite quotes.
That surprises me because you're quite deep.
I was going to say something, but best not.
You can say anything you want.
No. Favourite quote? I don't have like an inspiring quote. It's just,
Favourite chatterpline?
Hey, look at my strong
No.
fingers.
No, I don't know. I'm not. I like hearing quotes, but I don't have one that I use all the time. I don't know. I have a positive mindset. I always tell myself everything's going to be fine. Just keep pushing hard, keep working. You know.
You are always a positive person, isn't it?
Yeah, we're gonna miss you when you go.
Yeah.
I'll be back over summer. I'll do like a week off and
Oh,
come
thank
back.
God for that.
And then I need a break from work and come back.
Yeah.
Katie, my wife, like obviously works in the gym and the reception, and obviously because you're here all the time, I think if it was anyone else, Katie would just be broken with it. She'd be like, "Oh my God, I can't do any work." But with you, like you get a pass. She's like, "Oh, I love having Matt around."
She did say yesterday. Was it yesterday? Oh, when was it today? I can't. Whatever day it was. That she didn't see. She was like, "I missed Matt." Yeah.
I feel like that you guys, that I wouldn't take it to offence if you guys needed to do work and go, "Matt, leave me alone." I'll be fine. Like, cool. See you later. So.
Oh.
Nah.
Noted.
No, like as in like I wouldn't
Joking.
want to. I wouldn't want to impose. Or
Yeah, but we like to waste time.
Yeah. Well,
drinking coffee, eating
yeah.
food, shooting shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
enjoying 2.0?
2.0, love it, absolutely love it. All the machines for, strength training, the classes.
Finger training.
Yeah, got all the bars and the rig for training my fingers, pull-ups. And just everybody in here is super nice, super lovely.
Yeah.
There's
Even
It
Katie.
was nice, even Kate. It was nice training again with you because I obviously trained with you a good 10 years ago.
yeah, back in the day.
Back in the day, but it's
Back in
also
day.
nice. Last Saturday, CrossFit. I was in the CrossFit class. There's quite a few of us, like of our little gang.
Yeah.
And Matt was coming in for weightlifting after, and he stayed to cheer us all on in the WOD. But he came early, cheered us all on in the WOD, and then did weightlifting with us all. But he just went around videoing people, cheering everyone on. It was really nice.
Videoing to get content now, not to be weird.
He was only videoing Karen, mind. So
No, Aled, don't hurt me. No.
yeah, no, it's not. As in, like you just, It was nice that some people just, it was nice.
Yeah,
He babysits my kids for me as
I
well.
know.
Bring the kids
Yeah,
in and Matt say, "Oh, Matt, I'm just going to leave them with you for half an hour, right? I'll be back in a bit."
No, you got good kids. They're nice. Yeah. Well, I work a lot with kids, so it's
You are good with them.
It's good fun.
Oh, fantastic.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Right, on that note, Matt, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on. Keep being you. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, have you got any final words? Anything else you want to say before we cut you out?
Oh, I don't know, but if you want to go on an adventure,
Where can we find him?
give me a
Come on.
message on my Instagram.
Well done, Matt. He's
Yeah.
doing a job for you, right?
Yeah.
MPJ, is it?
MBJ, Matthew Price Jones, just search me up, and anybody want to go on adventures, just hit me up.
Yeah.
HMU,
HMU, that is.
Where?
Hit me up.
Hit me,
That's what they say,
HMU.
Yeah,
Hit me up.
be right back. BRB, HMUs, hit me up with the
Okay.
kids.
MPJ HMU.
HMU.
Yeah. Love
Thanks,
it.
Matt. What's going on?
Cheers, Matt.
Cheers, guys.